Hey everyone, so I am back with getting started with keto video. Hopefully you guys are coming over from the last video, which was the introduction to keto, which was a requested video I thought I would share with you guys. So you've made the choice to start keto. Yay for you. I am so happy. You are going to be joining me and thousands of others. Now, you've heard the great things that about keto. You want to give it a shot, right? Okay. This is my guide to getting started. And as a moderator of a Facebook motivation group for keto, this is what I tell the members that really want to get started and have no idea where to start, okay? I will also include a link to that motivational group down below that you guys can check it out. And please join if you'd like to, because there's a lot of information, a lot of members just like you starting out, intermediate, and keto gurus on there that are just really there to help and support and motivate you guys. So that is definitely a plus. Okay, so this is just my guide. Keep in mind there are tons of other videos out there. Thank you so much for watching mine, because I am just starting on my 4th week. So it's still a learning process for me as well, but I want to help you get started the way that I got started. So in the last video, I had mentioned get a tape measure, and this is where it's going to come in handy. Head over to ketogains.com. Once you're there, you are going to see a drop-down menu, okay? When you click on the drop-down menu, it's going to give you all these bulleted things that you can click on. Scroll up, and you'll find the macro calculator. A lot of people scroll down and they're like, I can't find it. No, you got to scroll up. It's actually above, okay? Once you find the macro calculator, it's going to ask you certain information like your height and your weight and your body fat percentage. Huh? That's exactly the face. What? How do I know what my body fat percentage is? This is where another website comes in. Go to active.com and you're going to search for a body fat calculator. And again, here's where the tape measure comes in. You're going to go ahead and follow the steps for the body fat percentage calculator. And for females, I believe that it asks for your wrist circumference and also your forearm circumference, your height and your weight. Maybe it's been a while since I did it, so I'm not too sure, but go ahead and fill out all that information and then get your body percentage, body fat percentage, and then we're going to head back over to ketogains.com. So once you're back to the macro calculator, go ahead and plug in all of your information. Okay, it's going to ask you things like, do you exercise? What is your daily life like? Are you just sitting at your desk all day? Or are you up moving around? So go ahead and fill out all that information. It will start plugging in numbers by itself and you'll see some results come up. Okay. Some of those numbers are going to be what your metabolic rate is, how many calories you burn a day just not doing anything. The TDEE you'll see on there. That is your total daily energy expenditure. Okay, that is how many calories you burn throughout the day, just during the day, based on what information that you've inputted. Okay, what you really want to focus on is down below on the calculator once you get your results. Now, once you get your results, you will see protein. You will see net carbs, and you will also see fat. Now here is what you want. You can tweak those numbers, okay? So at first it'll say your protein ratio, and normally it's set to 0.8, okay? Now if you slide that, you can move it around, okay, to see the end, or you can even flip your camera or your flip your phone to see all of it at one time. Okay, so you want to mess with those numbers that you get, those results that you get, so that the percentage is 25% protein, 5% carbs, and 70% fat. Okay? And so it should look like this. Now, once you get the percentages, then you'll be able to take a look at what your grams daily total is for the day. So that will tell you how many grams of protein you should have, how many grams of fat you should have, and regardless of what that number is, you should only have 20 or less net carbs. Okay? Not total carbs, but net carbs. Net carbs are different than the total carbs because we do not count the fiber in our total carbs. So those are actually subtracted from the total carbs to give you the net carbs. Let me give you an example. Okay, so hopefully this is not backwards when I actually upload this video. Okay, so focus, focus, focus. Okay, hopefully you guys can read this. Okay, so you see this total carbs right here? Okay, and then see under here it says fiber, this number right here. We take this number, subtract this from it, and it gives us our net carbs. Okay, so for this one, your total carbohydrate says 10 grams. Okay, you're going to minus whatever it says for fiber, which is 3. So in a half a cup of this, whatever the serving is, it only has 7 net carbs. That seems pretty cool, right? It gives us more of a daily allowance. You would be surprised at how quickly that adds up. However, remember, you have 3 categories to play with here. And there are a lot of foods out there, like meat especially, that is 0 carbs. Pretty cool, huh? This is where I was talking about it takes a lot of work and a lot of research sometimes and writing everything down, because for a while, until you are fat adapted and you are used to what you're going to be putting in your body, you're going to want to write everything down, and you're going to write down every single thing that you put into your body. So here's my next piece of advice for getting started on keto. Go to the Play Store and download an app, MyFitnessPal. I use my calorie counter / macros or dash macros. There's a ton of them out there. Play around with which ones and see which ones you like. Usually what will happen is they will require you to put in your information. You can enter in your weight and it'll start tracking it for you. It will also track your body fat percentage as it goes down. I've already lost 1% body fat, probably more now since I've lost a little bit more weight. And then what it also does is it will allow you to add your foods throughout the day. Most of them will allow you to search for the food, so you don't even need to input. Other ones you can create custom recipes. What I like to do, what I've actually done, a whole entire notebook. If you've seen my other videos, I've talked about this sometimes. I write down all the ingredients. I write down, this was before when I started counting calories. Fat, you want your protein, and you want your net carbs. Okay, and then that way when you put it in your tracker, all you have to do is enter in those information and it'll track everything for you. At the end of the day, you want to make sure that you didn't go over any of your macros. Here's the kicker for keto. You don't have to worry about calories. That's amazing, right? Almost unheard of. I don't think there's ever been a diet plan that I've been on that I haven't had to worry about calories. And in our minds, eating less is more. You lose more if you eat less, and that's not necessarily the case, and that's something that we need to retrain our brains, okay? While you're on the macro calculator, it does ask you, what do you want to put your calorie deficit at? 25% is recommended, okay? And then it'll calculate everything for you. One thing you need to understand about macros is there are calories in each of the macros, but they're different grams. In carbohydrates and in proteins, there are 4 calories per gram. In fat, there is 9 calories per gram. And so when you're going through your numbers and getting your daily totals, and you have, you know, your gram daily totals for the day, you'll also notice that there is a calorie count on there. Now that is the calories that are included in all of your macros. So you don't even need to worry about them because you're already counting them within the grams. And most of the time, let me tell you right now, we don't make our macros. It's actually, it can be difficult to meet the macros. So, and being on keto, you're not that hungry because you're eating high fat. And so high fat means you're fuller, longer, and quicker. Okay? So don't worry about calories on keto. So now that you've got your daily grams for your fats, your proteins, and your carbohydrates, you are pretty much set to start looking up recipes, to start trying new foods. I highly recommend joining groups like the Ketogenic Diet / Motivation Group. I am a moderator in that group and I am vouching for it right now. There are ketogenic recipe pages out there as well. You can check those out. Instagram's full of them. You can also follow me on my keto journey on Instagram, Juicing the Rainbow 16 at Instagram. And build yourself this incredible support system around you. When you're doing that, flood your news feeds with keto recipes and motivation and group and advice and everything if you're really interested in doing keto, because it will fill your mind with this and you won't be so tempted to leave, the lifestyle. So I think that's going to do it because I don't want to make this video too long. I will also include some of the videos that I've seen to help me get started. There's a couple of really great ones that I suggest looking at. And then I think as we go along, if there's questions on either this video or my introductory to keto, then I will do a follow-up video answering some of those questions. So feel free to ask questions. I love doing research. So if I don't know the answer to something, I will definitely research it and get back to you with an honest answer. And as always, feel free to follow me on any of our social media. Join that group. This is going to possibly be a series. I'm not too sure. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, jump in. There's no easy way. You got to be prepared to do this though. You got to go, go big or go home. And so that's what I tell a lot of people that, well, I just had a piece of cheesecake and it, and then some people are like, oh, that's okay. Just, start over tomorrow. No, it's really not okay. You're an adult. You shouldn't be okay with having to start over and over and over. So that's when I say, if you're not dedicated to this way of life, or if you're not ready to be dedicated to it, that's totally fine. That's up to you. But if you are, you need to be prepared to be dedicated to it because it's awesome. Okay, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it provided some information to you. I hope you will give keto a try. And I am looking forward to hearing from you guys. Let me know how you're doing, if you're going to start it, when you're going to start it. And again, if you have any questions, just let me know and I will get back to you guys either personally or in another updated video, depending on how many people ask the same question. So I will include all of my links down below and also some videos that you guys can check out to get more information. So thanks so much for watching and I will talk to you guys soon.